the L stands for look interested. By the way, you can apply this here while you're here. Hopefully you will. You can apply this at your next meeting, when you're talking to your teams, when you're talking to investors, when you're talking to clients. Use this stuff that I'm talking about. Trust me on this. Listen, look interested. What does that mean? It means looking at them in the eye when they're speaking with you, not looking over their shoulder, not looking at your phone as we're often, we often do, but actually look at them and listen to what they're saying. Look interested. You can also smile and nod. Right, okay, great. So that they know that they're being heard. The second step here is involving yourself by responding. And that means saying, yeah, really, no kidding. So what happened next? How did I make you feel? Whoa, no way, good for you. Like actually just respond. A lot of times you might listen in silence and they don't know whether they've been heard or not. So involve yourself by responding. Even nodding and things helps. The next point is to stay on target. The target, when you're speaking to somebody, the target is that person. So one of the best tips, Bill mentioned that I've founded a couple conferences, PodCamp Nashville, BarCamp Nashville, Geek Breakfast, a monthly geek breakfast event, Nash Cocktail, a monthly networking event, all these events and things that I've done over the years. And I had a compliment once from a woman who attended who said, Dave, you made me feel like I was the only one in the room. And not to blow my own horn, man, but that made me feel pretty great. So have you ever met somebody who made you feel like you were the only one in the room? Has that ever happened to you? I hope so. If not, it's your job to make someone else feel that way. So stay on target. The target is the person that you're speaking with. And that's by asking follow-up questions and staying with them. Test your understanding. This is especially important with your teams as well, right? To test your understanding, to make sure that when your clients, your customers are giving you feedback or they're giving you tasks, here's what we need, here's when we need it, by, you need to test that understanding. This also works really well with your loved ones, by the way. And to test your understanding, what you do is repeat it. So you repeat that instruction, that feedback that you receive. You test that understanding. So you begin by saying, and you might have heard this before, so what you're saying is. Anybody heard that before? So anybody use this? Okay, hopefully you all will after this. So what you're saying is, so if somebody says, hey Dave, we need this vehicle and we need it, in Nashville at the Bridgestone Arena by 9 a.m. Monday morning, I would say, so what you're saying is you need that vehicle 9 a.m. Monday morning at Bridgestone Arena. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? What happens when I do that is it's a trick because my brain hears me say it out loud. And so my brain thinks, oh, well, that might be important. So it helps me actually retain the information. It also makes the person feel heard, right? They're confident in you. They feel that that I understand the task. And I bet you money that you don't make mistakes, or you make far fewer mistakes with your clients and customers and the people in your life, with your team members, if you do this. If you repeat that instruction, you repeat that feedback. Test your understanding. The E is evaluate the message. So if somebody says something, maybe it's confidential, maybe it's just you need to evaluate that message. So you need to treat it as such. So if it's something confidential, maybe it's a team member talking to you or a client that needs to speak with you one-on-one, evaluate that message and treat it as such. So if it's an important, if it's an urgent matter, deal with that. And then finally, neutralize the feelings. Whoa, I went ahead there. Neutralize the feelings. That doesn't mean like if somebody's a jerk, they're a jerk and you can kind of exit. But if they say something that just puts you off a little bit, you've got to neutralize those feelings. So be thick-skinned, in other words. Does this make sense? Yeah? Great. Thank you.